Hello, you're very welcome to Classic English Academy Plus. Grammar makes things clear for us. It helps us to build a lot of sentences. It helps us to think in English. Have you ever heard this? If you want to speak in English, you need to think in English. But before you learn the whole grammar, you are not going to think in English. The grammar talks about the way that native speakers think. Yes, because we have different important structures in English language. Well, in fact, you're going to learn them, see them, analyze them, and sometimes compare them with your native, your mother tongue, and understand that this is a very different culture. This is the very different point of view. Well, we have a lot of beautiful groups of words in English language, like nouns, like verbs, adjectives. Do you remember adjectives with possessive? Do you remember pronouns? Well, I'm sure that you remember a lot of verbs. We talk about some tenses. Yes. Well, in fact, today we are going to talk about a very important, very common verb that comes to grammar. And grammar holds it, tries to teach it. The grammar tries to introduce it in a different way. Well, it looks like an idiom, yes, and it has got a lot of different idioms coming from go. Yeah, go, like many other verbs, can have and use some different prepositions, make a phrasal verb. But after these phrasal verbs, like take up, like get on, we do not have any form, a special form of structures. No, but go has a very different structures when it has some prepositions like on, like to, for, and we have a special structure that you cannot find it anywhere else. Go comes and use gerund, ing, like skiing. Go skiing, skiing. Well, many people go skiing in winter. Yes. Like go shopping. Sometimes we go shopping at weekends. Sometimes we go fishing. Okay. Well, this is a gerund. Fishing, shopping, swimming, skiing, or trekking. Trekking is a time that you go to the nature. You go to the mountains, you go to the villages, you go to different kind of countrysides and walk, just walk. Okay, go trekking. I love to go trekking this summer. Yes, why not? In fact, we are going to have a great lesson, a kind of a short introduction, and then we go for the lesson in the book, Essential Grammar in Use. This is very, very important because we have it in the first book. Yes, Essential Grammar in Use is the first book. We have the second book, third book, and we have some more books after these three levels. They are all going to help us to produce the language that we like. Let's get in the lesson and see what we are going to make this session. Okay, this is session 23rd, and we have lots of interesting things in this session. Why? Because we are going to talk about something very, very special in English language. Well, English language has got a lot of interesting things. you really need to know all one by one. Yes. Well, you really need all of them, but you need to learn them one by one. That is particularly important. And today we are going to talk about the verb go. Maybe it is very simple. I go to work every day. Yes, why not? Well, I never go out in the evening. Go out. Yes. So the word out as a preposition can come with a lot of other verbs. Take out, like go out, speak out, put out, and a lot of different kind of phrasal verbs. These are all, do you remember that? Phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are in a group of idioms. They are all idioms. Yeah. But when we have a main verb with a preposition, we have phrasal verb. But go is something beyond this. Yes, of course, we have go out. Yes, go out in the evening. I never go out in the evening. But go has some different structures as well. Sometimes we use go to with different places. Sometimes we go to bed, but we never go to sleep soon. First you go to bed and then you go to sleep. Yes, you close your eyes and you go to another world. And that is another world. But bed is in this world. Yes, it is in your bedroom. Sleep is a different thing. Go to Germany. Go to Spain. I love Spain. Go to Italy. Well, go home. Here, we do not have to. Okay, so this is a structure. This is more than a preposition. Look at it. I'm just trying to compare go with different structures. Okay, they are all its structures, and compare it with phrasal verbs. This is not a phrasal verb. Yes, go and go out, for instance, go in is opposite, huh? I just wanted to write it down here. Sometimes we have with another preposition. They are all phrasal verbs. Look at it. Easy. But this is not a phrasal verb exactly. If they are in phrasal verb, okay, well, you will see them in a phrasal verb dictionary. When you go to the phrasal verb dictionaries, okay, you would rarely see go to bed as a phrasal verb. Yes. No, it is not. You do not see it. You rarely see it. You hardly ever see it, because this is a structure and it only happens to go. You can't believe your eyes, but it happens. It happens only to go. Go has got some very special structures, and they are all very different from the rest of the phrasal verbs or other idioms in English language. But a lot of people know these as idioms. It's okay. But you must know that these phrases are fixed phrases. We cannot change. Go to, for instance, go with on. It comes with on. It comes with for and gerund. Do you remember gerund? When we add ing to any verb, we have the gerund form of the verb. Go on. Yes. Go for. Go to. And go with the gerund. Yes, this is gerund, means ing to the verb. Okay, this is number one. This is number two, number three, and number four. And number 2 here, some examples. Number 3 here, some examples, and the end one. Number 4 here, the examples, and then we jump in the book. Let's see. There are sometimes some exceptions. For instance, go to bed, there is no any the. Go to sleep, go to home, we don't have to. We say go home. Sometimes you say go to the cinema. You add, and you need to add the. Okay, go to the doctor. Okay, now let's see with on. And number 2 is on, huh? Number 3, for, and the last one, number 4, is gerund. Number 2 examples. There are some beautiful examples about number 2. We have holiday, go on holiday, and a strike. A strike is a time that workers stop working because they have a demand. Maybe they like to have a pay rise. Maybe they like to have more holidays. Maybe they do not like the working condition. Holiday is a kind of a trip. Go on holiday, go on a strike. Well, we can say go on a trip. Yes, a trip. Sometimes we have a with this structure, go on holiday, number 1, example number 1. Number 2, go on a strike. Number 3, go on a trip. Sometimes you see a. Sometimes you do not see a. It is just connected to the preposition. Go on holiday, go on a strike. Okay, now let's go for number 3. Number 3 is for. Most of the time you say go on with some of these, but you never see all of them without a or with a. But for go for, you most of the time see a. Go for a run. Go for a walk, for instance. Go for a meal. Eat something. Okay, meal. Go for a meal. Okay, so we have go for, okay, something very different from go on, because there are some words in go on we do not need a, but here in go for, most of the time you use a and a. This is very important, and we need to really be careful about using them. Okay, this is like go shopping. Shop as a verb and as a noun, but here we have the gerund. For instance, go skiing. Yes, ing. Sometimes we have got a vowel and it is very strong at the end of the word, the letter, like I, okay? And we need to add another I. Skiing, skiing, swimming, swimming. There are 2 M in swimming. I love go swimming with my friends. Yes, it is very nice because the weather is very beautiful. Okay, let's get in the lesson and do the exercises. We have some more practice in this lesson. Let's see. Well, Essential Grammar in Use, Unit 55. This unit is very, very special because the Cambridge sees it as a very important lesson. Sometimes people think that go is a word that they need to look it up in the dictionary. Yes, it is correct when you just look for the word go. But when we have go with some special structures that they come with preposition, things are going to change. Yes, I am going to China. So go to any place. Imagine that some people think, do we need to memorize the prepositions? Of course not. if you memorize them, you're not going to get a good understanding that why native English speakers use go with to China, but they never use go with a gerund, and there is no any preposition here. So when you get the lesson that we have go with a gerund without any preposition, here it says, the book says, no preposition. You understand that this is a structure. This is not something that you need to memorize. No memorizing, no. Sue went Mexico last year. Sue went to Mexico last year. Jack goes jogging. Look at this jogging, ing, like sailing. Jog is a time that you run, but it is more than usual running, but less than, well, in fact, a little bit less than that. So it is faster than walk, but less than the running here. Goes jogging, we do not need any preposition. I am going out for a walk, because we know that this is a structure. We do not memorize it. We know that go out for something, for a meal. I went out for a meal. I am going out is present continuous. We are going to read it. You can put it in your notebook. Do you want to come? Yes. But I am going to, yes, stay at home tonight. Okay. The listener understand that I have already made a plan. Yes, you're going to answer the questions. Jack goes jogging every morning. That's great. That's great. I wish, well, you can say, I wish I could join. Join is the time that you go with somebody. After wish, we can use it past, but this past is the matter of the present. It's unreal. I cannot do it. That's why I say I could, not I can. We will talk about this wish. This wish is very important too. I am tired because I went to bed late, very late last night. I am, well, I am tired. It is present continuous, something that now you feel tired. Why? Because of the past. Look at it. Because, so we have present continuous in two forms, with ing, without ing. You feel it. This is an adjective, especially with some special verbs like be as a main verb. But here, present continuous connected to simple past. Because I went to bed very late last night. Mark is going on holiday. Go on holiday is a structure with go. When it uses for holiday, we use on. Go on holiday to Italy. Just imagine that in an examination, you are going to be asked such a kind of a question with two blanks. There are two blanks here. The weather was warm and the river was clean, so we went for a swim. This is another structure. Some people think that this is an idiom. Okay, you can think that it is an idiom, but we know it as a structure because we are studying it in the grammar. And this is very, very important. Oh yes, number 9 is interesting too. The taxi drivers went on a strike. Go on a strike is a kind of a structure for go. Can I use it in another tense like past or future? Yes, of course, why not? I am going to go on a strike. You can say, I'm going to be going to. I'm going to go on a strike. Will you join me? You are asking your friends, your colleagues at work, will you join me? I like to have pay rise. What about you? Let's go to the cinema this evening. The cinema. And number 11 can be a very, very sensitive, beautiful question. It is a little bit tricky. It's late. I have to go home. We do not need any preposition. This is very special. For every place, you need to say to. Go to work, go to pool, go to park, go to the cinema, go to the dentist, go to the theater. But for home, you never use any preposition. Okay? That is very interesting. So be careful. You are using this, all of them, and try to make a lot of different kind of sentences. Try to build your idea, okay? In fact, somehow you are going to make your idea. Well, you need to practice making ideas, building ideas, okay? Challenges. There are some challenges making ideas, making new ideas. But you need to experience it from the beginning. And grammar book, yes, it is the best place that you can somehow feel it because you have time to think about it. Okay, and little by little you learn the grammar as well as try to speak in English. Different ideas. At the same time you are learning and you are producing. Be careful. Learning means producing. Learning doesn't mean that you read and memorize it. No, that is memorizing. That is not learning. The spelling is very different. Memorizing started with M. Learning starts with L. Yes. So the action is different. The result is going to be very, very different, of course. 55.2. It is all about gerund. Look at the Richard. He is, yes, on his boat. Emily is a lady. Do not look at the hat. She took her father's hat. Then, yes, he is in the lake or in the pool. Jessica, well, skiing. And what about the Peter? Shopping. She said to her. She said to him. Huh? And Sarah, nice time. Jogging, of course. So, go sailing, go fishing, go swimming, go skiing, go shopping, go jogging. Let's write it, huh? Go sailing, go fishing. It's very easy then. Go swimming. Go skiing and go shopping. Here, go jogging. Yeah, easy. Now I think it is a lot easier to fill the blanks. Richard has a boat. This is American form. Do you remember? We will see the British one too in this very lesson. He often goes sailing. This ES, do you remember it? We studied it in the first sessions. Present simple. Last Saturday, Emily went fishing. Yes, this is number 2. Yeah. Dan every day. Oh, Dan goes swimming every day. It's clear. Goes swimming over there on the top. Jessica is going on holiday. Go on a holiday. It's a structure with go. Next month. She is going skiing. Yes. This is continuous. Easy. Peter is going out later. He has to go shopping. Look at this one. Nice. P. Look at this P and I. and sometimes swimming. M, P, and I. We have to, yes, concentrate, emphasize on the last letter, so you will see it double. Double M, double P, double I. Sarah, after work yesterday, try to read all of it and then decide which tense, which word you need to bring. Sarah went jogging. Why went? Because yesterday. Look at it. Yesterday. Yes. I think, you can say something, huh? I think she is going to lose weight. Yes. She is to be going to. I try to use my last lessons and its structure one by one. Okay? She is going to lose, well, some weight. You can say it. I try to write down. Why? Because I believe that you're somehow, yes, at the elementary level and you really need to see it. I think she is going to lose some weight. Okay, the last exercise, 55.3. The water looks nice. Let's go for a swim. Go for a swim. This is very interesting. After leaving school, Tina went to university. Yes, of course. I think that you read the whole sentence and say, yes, exactly, to university here. Because she studied psychology. We do not pronounce P. I am going. I have to buy a few things. I am going shopping. Yes, you're right. I am going shopping now. Number 5. I wasn't enjoying the party, so I went home. Early, again, home. Go home. It's a kind of a structure with go. You never see any forms of the verbs in this book calling us to know the structures and use them in a particular place. Well, this is very, very particular verb because it has got a lot of different kind of structures. Robert has got, do you remember? I told you that we have has or have in American form and has got in British. Okay, Robert has got a horse. That's great. He goes riding. Yes. This is riding a lot. Here. Okay. This is perfect. The weather is nice. Shall we go along the river? Swim along the river? No. Shall we go for a walk? Oh, yes. Go for a walk is a structure. Are you still interested to call an idiom? Yeah, you're free. You can do it, but we have this in the grammar. This is not particularly idiom because we have to see it in the idiomatical dictionary. There are some different forms and kinds of dictionaries in English language. One of them is specifically for idioms and forms and kinds and types of idioms. There are some other dictionaries just describing, explaining some words only. Okay, what does it mean? For instance, psychology. For instance, Saturday. What does it mean? Okay, this is very interesting. I am sure that you enjoy this lesson. I hope that you have enjoyed it and you are going to enjoy it a lot more if you have a look at this video again and again and try to take a lot of different kind of notes, try to make a lot of different kinds and types of answers to these exercises. The water looks nice. Let's go for a swim. I think it is very cold to swim. Yes, you can say it. Look at this one. I think it's very cold. It's very cold to swim. Yes, you can say that. Okay, I hope that you really enjoy this. Be careful, take a lot of care, have a great time. See you for the next session very soon. Bye.